Hello guys, you are especially welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for the love, guys. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you all. And please, if this is your first time coming across my channel, you are especially welcome. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you will get to know anytime I post a new video. Thank you so much. So for today's tutorial, we will be sewing a beautiful ball gown with ruffle sleeves. Oh, here is our pattern. I've mapped out the box area. That is marking out the half length of the child, and then dividing the chest circumference into 2 plus 1 inch. So, and I went further to divide it into 2 so that we can have our front pattern and the back borders. Okay, so I've marked out the neck area. I've marked the shoulder. I came down by 1 inch here for the shoulder slope, and I came down for the back by 0.5. Okay, so for the back, I mark out 2.5 inches and then 1 inch for the depth of the neck shoulder. So I've marked that already. So the next thing for me now is to curve our armhole. All right, I'll go ahead to divide the chest circumference to measure it and divide it into 4. I mark it out here, and I mark also for the back, and I divided the waist circumference into 4. I've marked it down here. So next thing, I'll connect front and the back. So the next thing for us to do is to mark out our zip allowance. All right, so that is it. So at this point, I'd like to alter the neck depth. So it's optional. If you want the back neck to be 1 inch, you feel free to leave it at that, but I like to alter it. So I like to come down from my waistline by 1.5 inches. So here, and I'll connect it from this place. Okay, so this becomes my shoulder. I don't need this area anymore. I hope this line is not confusing. What I've done here is to, because of the bulge that we usually experience at the back, I came in by 0.5 from the waistline, and I also marked the same 0.5 inwards. Okay, so our zip is going to, curve slantly inside and goes down like this. So it helps us to eliminate any kind of bulge that we experience at the back. Okay, so this line should not so this becomes our new neckline. Okay, so the next thing for us to do is to label. So here we have the front, center, front, side, back, center, back, and this is our zipper. I hope you understand. So this is our front and this is our back pattern. Remember, we have not added any form of allowance to this pattern. We'll be adding all our allowances on our fabric. Okay, so next thing for us to do now is to cut out. Here is our pattern. We have the front and we have the back piece. So the next thing for us to do now is to transfer this beautiful pattern to fabric. Stay tuned. So to make this beautiful ball gown, we'll be using this beautiful sequence fabric. Can you see? We'll be using 2 and our satin fabric, and we'll have our matching bias. So I started by folding our fabric into 2. Okay, and then I placed the front pattern on it. So on all these areas, I added 0.5 inch allowance, and for the side, I added 1.5 allowance. I'm sorry if you cannot see it because of this shiny color. I'm going to cut it out now. Okay, I'll keep it aside and I'll cut the back. So I also pin the back like so and mark out all the necessary allowance, and for the side here, I added 1.5. So I'll cut it out as well. Okay, so here I've cut out fabric for the front. Okay, so this is a front pattern. So because this sequence is see-through, I have to cut a supporting fabric that will put under it. We are going to sew this sequence together with this. Okay, so this will become one fabric like so. Okay, and this is the lining that I will use to turn it. Do you understand? All right. So, and same thing for the back. And this is the lining that we'll use and turn it. Okay. And then the skirt part, we are going to use this fabric and cut angle 180 flare. All right. So I'll fold the fabric into two, and then I'll fold it in a bias form, like so. So I'll begin to impute the measurement. So you have to divide your waist circumference by 3.14 to get the radius. So I'll begin to impute the radius. You see, so the next thing from here now, I'll measure the length of the skirts. That you have to minus the half length from the full gown length. So the full gown length I'm using is 37. So 37 minus my half length is 12, minus 12 will have 25. So I'm going to measure, and I'll add 1 inch for folding. So I'm going to measure 25 inches from here downwards. Okay. So here we have our flare cut out. Okay. And then the two, I've cut out the full length. I use the full length of the flare to cut out the two. Okay. So I cut about 3 layers of two here. Okay, so the next thing, I'll go and draw gathers on this two, and then we'll start sewing it. So I'll see you the sewing machine.